were little, when we were young, you are the biggest source of my sorrow.
Biggest source of her sorrow.
He always picked on me and never let me go. And I was so scared of you, actually. But I really think that deep down I know that you do care for me. Actually, when my grandma said that they only sent boys to college, and I was very upset. And at that point, you told me that you would support me.
I said that?
You said that.
In Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong. And end up you did. So I know that that deep down, I think all our siblings, we love each other. When I put on the mask, I think the breathing is difficult, and then the air comes right up, and then the glasses becomes blurry. Sometimes I have to hold it and let the air out from the bottom.
I read about all these fatalities in nursing homes in New York City. And I didn't know it's that high here in California. I know in New York, like 30% or 40%. I'm not scared of that, but I just felt I should be even more cautious because I could hurt other people here.
My parents and the three of our siblings, we came here to the US in 1963. I was very happy. Actually, LA is a lot of different ethnic groups.
I came from Hong Kong. I came here for college. I went to New York City first. Finished my bachelor degree in '66.
I've been a pastor for over 30 years, and I just got my ordination just last year. I'm probably not one of your typical senior citizens because I'm still very active in my teaching, in my seeing people, just talking to people. My husband died 4 years ago, so it was very, very difficult for me that not having him around. And he's been very, very protective of me, and he did everything in the household, so I didn't have to worry about anything. So my brother Bill suggested I come to live in this retirement community. And I didn't see so much of Bill. But now we live in the same place, and it's okay now. When Bill was born, they were very, very happy, and he became the baby of the family. And then after not quite 3 years, then I was born.
Life is great here, but coronavirus has brought changes to our lives.
I seldom go out of the house. I just take walks every day to keep myself healthy. I usually just drive to grocery shopping, but recently they told us even not to do that.
I stopped playing table tennis for a long time, but recently I just stopped playing again. We play once a week, and we keep doing that, hopefully, in order to keep some type of physical activities.
I think the biggest change is technology. I just can't keep up with all these new things, like the computer and then Zoom meetings, Zoom everything, online teaching. Those are the hardest thing for me.
Early on, we basically practiced all the CDC guidelines. All of our residents are in masks. We do environmental cleaning of surfaces. We're practicing social distancing, so everything we do is done within at least a 10-foot span. We take temperatures 3 times a day to monitor all of their situation. The pandemic caught us by surprise. Infection control, that issue, has been with us for a long time. Our protocols have been successful. We have no residents that have tested positive.
Yeah, of course I miss all my 4 granddaughters very much. I wish I could kiss them every single night. I wish I could go there and squeeze them, hug them. That's one part that really is hard on me, because I am so used to squeezing them and hugging them and chasing them all over the place. After the pandemic, I do a daily walk for 1 hour, and then I go back to watching my TV again. Forever gone. I realize how difficult it is to deal with a virus that you know very little about. So I cannot really blame the government. The enemy is just too difficult to handle.
I hear about attacks against Chinese in America because of COVID. But I think the thing against Asian American, it goes a long way. It's not just the COVID-19. It has always been some jealousy because Asian Americans are doing so well. To me, it's just an excuse for people to attack on Asian American. It's always been unfair. I feel for my husband because he's the kind of person who would not fight. So he got people steal his project, steal his research, and all kinds of things. So I know that it is unfair, has always been unfair. And so what happened lately is just, I feel it's an excuse for them to treat Asians that way.
It seems to be a fact that it started in China, but it's spread worldwide now. It's not because of any one country or any one ethnic group. It's a worldwide problem.
I'm aware now that some Asians are getting beaten up. That's really tragic because the people are experiencing so much difficulty nowadays. You lose your job and sometimes you vent your anger, and obviously Asian American could be a target. It's understandable even though it's deplorable. So I do worry about the younger generation. I myself, I think I'm immune to it, but my son, for example, or my nephews, yes, I think they would have more obstacles to overcome if the economy does not come back. He was being teased, chink, chink, chink. I did miss some cue because he kept asking me, should we check out houses in Hacienda Heights where there are a lot of Asians who are living. I didn't get the hint. I thought that he just liked the neighborhood. But that could be his signal to me at that time. I'm happy for my sister because she has the environment where she could focus on writing. She has a lot of projects going on, or every day. I think she could focus. I'm happy for Dora.
I'm glad I'm back in Los Angeles, living near my brother and my other siblings. It's a difficult time in the world right now, but I'm happy to be here.